This is the brief on the debunking of the Stanford Prison Experiment. For decades, the Stanford Prison Experiment was kind of the go-to proof of the Lucifer effect, the idea that good people turn evil in a bad situation. But what we now know, thanks to new discoveries from 2018, is that the whole study was less science and more of a staged performance. So let's break down the three big reveals. First, the cruelty from the guards. It wasn't spontaneous at all. It was pre-scripted. Turns out the whole experiment was just a remake of an earlier simulation. Those dehumanizing hours-long counts? The guards didn't invent those. They were told to do them, straight from the playbook. Zimbardo was acting less like a scientist and more like a director. Second, the cruelty was explicitly coached. We know this from a recording called the Jaffe tape. On it, you can hear the assistant director, the warden, pressuring a guard who was being too lenient. He told him he needed to be a tough guard, basically saying the abuse was necessary for the research. So this was obedience, not a natural collapse into evil. And finally, the most famous part, the prisoner who had a complete mental breakdown? That was faked. Prisoner 8612, Douglas Corpy, admitted he was just acting hysterically to get out because Zimbardo wouldn't let him leave. The study's key evidence of trauma was actually just a desperate performance. So really, the experiment was designed to prove a point, not test one. Zimbardo didn't discover a fundamental truth about human nature. He manufactured one by directing his actors.